So you want to start cosplaying. Oh, I just clapped in the middle of that. Awkward. So, I was having a chat with a friend and they said they were interested in doing more cosplay and prop building and getting into the foam side of things. So they asked me what tools would be a good one to use. So after thinking it over for a little bit, I told them there's about 7 tools they need to grab. So the first thing up is a snap blade knife. You can use a razor blade or a box cutter, but ideally you want this just because of the length on it. You'll be able to cut a larger variety of foams with it. If you're using something like a box cutter, your knife blade's gonna be maybe that long. So you can only go through a very specific set amount of foam. Whereas something with a snap blade, you can go through an inch or 2 of foam as long as it's relatively sharp. Now the blades I like to use for it are these Husky black snap blades. I feel they are sharper, longer, and they just seems more durable. And that's not necessarily a test. I haven't gone through and taken snap blades and cut like 150 times and see which one lasts the longest. It's just a personal preference. So item number 2 is something related to keeping a knife sharp, and that's a knife sharpener. Now this is a Crenshaw knife sharpener. I really dig it. It helps because knife blades can get expensive after a while. So all you got to do is throw some WD-40 on this, just a little bit will do, and then just wipe your blade back and forth. I usually like to do a single pass followed by a single pass on the other side of the blade. And it works really well. It's a great way to keep the knife sharp. And it can also be unscrewed and stored in a smaller package. So item number 3 is contact cement. I prefer barge, and the best way to use it is you put a little bit of glue on one side, a little bit on the other side that you're going to stick together, and then once it's fully dry, it shouldn't be tacky, it shouldn't be wet, you just stick the 2 pieces together. Down and dirty, real simple. So item number 4 relates to item number 3, and that is a gas mask, a vapor mask, a particle mask. The filters are what's important. The basic mask will work for all things. You just got to buy the specific filters. So what this will do is keep the foam dust out, keep the barge fumes from getting in your lungs. So it's really important when you're starting foam work to take your lung health seriously. You don't want to be breathing in the black particles from the foam or the vapors from the barge. You'll see a lot of people that will, I've done it myself a couple of times where, this would just be a quick hit. I'll just put a little glue on and put it together. It won't be a big thing. But it's important to get in the habit of doing it and take your lung health seriously. So 5 and 6. I guess they're kind of one thing, but they're also 2 things, which is a Dremel and a flex wand. You can use a Dremel by itself, so the flex wand is really helpful because you can just hang this off the side of your workbench, turn it on, and then it's a lot lighter to carry around and to move around your prop than the whole body of a Dremel. I prefer a plug-in Dremel, just because you're not always constantly charging the batteries, and I feel like you get a little bit more power out of a plug-in than you do a battery-operated one. So number 7 is the heat gun. So the heat gun's really great about heating up the foam, letting you shape it. You can use the heated up foam to shape over a dome, for example, and get kind of a rounded shape. It also allows you to go in after you've sanded with a Dremel and remove those little fuzzies or little tiny balls that get up when you sand down an edge. So the heat gun's also really useful because you can use the snap blade knife to go through and give a cut on the piece of foam, and then you go in with the heat gun, heat it up and it'll cause that cut to spread apart. So it's a really good tool for adding additional detail. And that's it for my 7. But you know what? I've got 2 more I want to throw in here. They're not really necessary, but I find them really helpful, so I'm just going to throw them in there and let you guys know about them. So the first thing up would be a wing divider. And basically this is just 2 pieces of metal on a hinge with a screw on it that will let you adjust. So it's really great for if you want to do, let's say, a 45-degree angle on a piece of foam. You can just set whatever distance you want to be for that angle and then follow that piece of foam around and then just cut it out. So it's a really useful tool. I use it a lot for leatherworking where I'm going to put my stitch line. You can also use it to mark seam lines in your foam and then go in with a knife, cut that line, and then heat it up with the heat gun, spread it apart, and it looks like a little dividing line is in your foam. So the last thing I'm going to recommend is something that's going to confuse some of you, and that's a candle warmer. Candle warmers are great for when you're drinking coffee because it's a nice ceramic mug. Make sure it's not plastic because it will melt plastic. But get yourself a ceramic mug, throw it on there, turn it on. You'll keep your coffee hot for hours. So those were the 7 tools I recommend for starting foam cosplay and props. Hopefully you found them useful. If so, hit that like button down below. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.